That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Well done. Well done, everybody. Was a beautiful fucking mission. I wish they all went like that. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Lost Brute. What is your deal? Okay, so you don't have any special abilities, you just have more health. That's pretty much it. Good to know. Oh, look at that. Friendade and Elijah Snow are ready to improve their bond. They didn't even go on this mission, but they're ready to renew their vows, chat. They're ready to renew their vows. Wait, what? Oh yeah, there we go. No, I don't know. What? I'm very confused. Because then it's like, hey, improve the bond in the training center. And then I go to the training center and... Oh, okay, there we go. I was clicking on the wrong thing. So, this will develop their bond to level 2. When deployed on a covert operation together, the duration is reduced by 1 day. That's pretty good. Spotter 1. This soldier is granted a bonus to aim whenever their bond mate has attacked or been attacked by the soldier's target. An extra bonus is granted if the bond mate is adjacent, so this makes them better when they're near each other. Stand by me. When this soldier ends a move adjacent to their bond mate will be automatically cleansed of any negative mental effects. So this is basically a free snap out of it buddy kind of thing. So, like, for example, if one or the other of these guys gets mind controlled or gets disoriented or whatever, all I gotta do is move their bond mate next to him, immediately gets rid of that effect. So that's really fucking good. Yeah, cuddle to break mind control. Spotter. This soldier is granted a bonus to aim when their bond mate has been attacked. Yeah, so this is same thing, but just... Brother's Keeper. This soldier has a chance to return fire on an enemy that targets their bond mate. So that's good. Free return fire. If one of the bond mates takes a shot or gets shot at, if they can see him, they may take a return fire. You love to see that. And take free shots at units that attack your bond mates. These are basically the same thing. But yeah, really good. Really good. Let's absolutely confirm that bond. I think that's 3 days, they said? 4 days? Okay, but that's good. Leveling up the bonds is really, really good. Really should have called it Battle Buddies? No. No. They're getting married, Erst. It's not Battle Buddies. They are shagging in the bunks. We have already established this. This is canon. It is part of the lore. Alright, Sierra. Time to tab back in. You got a promotion. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Lockdown. Gain 15 to hit. An additional 15 to hit against enemies who attempt to move while suppressed. So this is good if you're already suppressing somebody. Then we got Trojan. Enemy units that are hacked take damage and lose their actions on the turn the hack effect ends. Oh. That's actually really good. So this removes one of the downsides to your hack ending. So when the hack ends, whatever you hacked, whether that be a mech or a turret or whatever, they get to act on the turn that the hack ends. With Trojan, that stops that from happening. So that, not only that, they also take damage. So the damage could be good. I don't know how much damage it is. It probably scales. But the fact that it stops them from acting on the turn that it ends is huge. And then, of course, we do still have the sawed-off shotgun tree, which we're not currently going down because obviously Sierra's focusing on the gremlin. So really, I would think it either comes down to Trojan or one of these other abilities that we've passed up. Now, we have Disabling Suppression, which, Suppression additionally disables enemy weapons. So we talked about this before, where if you use Suppression, it basically does the thing like the Psy Bomb and immediately gets rid of all their ammo so that the enemy has to reload. Then we have Terrifying Suppression that has a chance to cause them to panic, and then of course the abilities that we already have. We've also got Bigger They Are, so again, 15 bonus to aim against targets that can't take cover. So, faceless, drones, mechs, all that stuff. So, it's up to you, Sierra. Again, we can take one of these for free. Any of the abilities in white are available. You don't have to take one out of the Sergeant tree. We could take one of these instead. And you have 15 soldier AP, so we could actually take one ability for free, and then potentially one more ability. So, what's it gonna be, Sierra? Two on the Sergeant and one in the Lance Corporal. So we go with Trojan for free, and then you want to spend 10 points to get Disabling Suppression. Basically, Lethargic rolling in the chat on a Sunday saying, "Are you winning?" So far, yeah, so far we're winning. We've had some rough missions, but everybody's come home so far. Nobody added to the wall. Is this the one you were talking about, Sierra? You want the Disabling Suppression, or you want the Terrifying Suppression? That doesn't help me, Sierra. Disabling, correct? I'm pretty sure that's yes. Okay. Honestly, I'm with you on that. Because, so here's the thing. With Disabling, it's guaranteed. It always happens when you use Suppression, whereas Terrifying is only a chance. It can happen, but it's not guaranteed to happen. Whereas the Disabling Suppression is guaranteed. At least according to what the description says. Alright, so that's Sierra taken care of. Next we got No Carrion. I don't think I've seen No Carrion, so we'll skip him for now. Tribal Typhoon, and then Yes Now. I know Yes Now is in the chat. I've seen you out there. So Yes Now, here's your next promotion. Rank it up to Corporal. So we've got Tactical Sense. Gain 3 defense for each enemy you can see, up to a maximum of 15. I mean, if we're gonna be taking Yes Now against the Lost, that could be good. Then we got Cauterize. If you wanted to go down the Combat Medic tree, deal 2 damage to a unit. If it survives, heal for 3 to 9 life. Can target both allies and enemies. 2 uses per mission. Provides the Revival Protocol ability. So this is 2 free med kits, but you have to do 2 damage to them first, and you're only you do 2 damage, and then you do potentially 3 to 9, which means worst case scenario, you only heal for 1. So that could be really bad. But it could also be really fucking good, too. The chat's lag like 30 seconds. Yeah. There is a lag. We've talked about that before. There is a lag built in. And then, of course, we have the Executioner tree, which is tied to the sawed-off shotgun that you're not currently using. You're using the drone instead. We could switch you over to the sawed-off shotgun, because right now, you're just using aid protocol. You're not currently speccing down the gremlin tree, but you could. So, yes, now, what do you feel like? What is speaking to you? You could do the Tactical Sense for extra defense when you've got a lot of enemies. You could do the Cauterize, potentially kill people, but also potentially heal them for big heals. And again, that's free, 2 uses per mission, so you don't even have to carry a med kit to have that. And then, obviously, the Executioner if you wanted to go down the shotgun route. Alright, Black Hydra, well thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And I don't know if it's Sunday night for you. I would assume that it is, but hopefully the week goes well as we start on Monday tomorrow. But again, thanks for hanging out with us, and we will catch you on the next one. Yes now says number 1. Alright, tactical sense it is. Extra defense when you're surrounded by enemies. And then Crappy Sniper getting their promotion as well. I know you're out there, Crappy, so time to tab back in. 11:54, so yeah, it's almost midnight. Well, again, take care of yourself, Black Hydra, and we will see you next week, hopefully. So already you're specking down the Assault with Close and Personal. We could go with Sprinter. That's just a flat additional 2 mobility. Not bad. You got Revival Protocol where you can bring people back. You can also remove disoriented, stunned, panicked. That's assuming they survive. Sierra says, I too will be taking my leave. Want to be well rested for tomorrow's early wake up. Alright, Sierra. Well, again, as always, take care of yourself. I know it's a little bit rough because, you know, we're streaming on a Sunday and people got stuff to do. They got to go to work tomorrow and all that. So, again, thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday. And hopefully we will catch you on the next stream. In the meantime, I hope that the week treats you well. And then in addition to Revival Protocol, you also have Hollow Mirage. Use the Hollow Targeter to paint a holographic mirage. Again, you'd have to be using the Hollow Targeter. We can do that if you want. But so far, you're not currently doing that. Remember, you can do anything you want in the training room, including playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Look. I'm not gonna judge. Y'all can play Yu-Gi-Oh! In the holodeck if you want. But if you motherfuckers keep screaming Heart of the Cards at 2 o'clock in the morning and waking up everybody in the goddamn barracks, we're gonna have a problem, okay? Like, I don't care if you play in the holodeck. It's fine. That's what it's there for, okay? It's not what it's there for, but that's what the primary utility of it ends up being. I'm okay with that. But stop screaming at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Crappy Sniper says, Revival Protocol. Better to unfuck something. Alright, Revival Protocol it is. And you do have the Gremlins, so that helps as well. And then who else had promotions? We had Nocarian and Tribal Typhoon. I don't think I've seen Tribal or Nocarian. I know it gets intense, Jew-turn. I get it. I know, but I'm just saying, like, the Avenger is not that big. It is not that big. You gotta, like, indoor voice. Indoor voice. Alright, so Tribal Typhoon chat, you guys are gonna be on deck for this one. I'm not mad that it happened, Jew-turn. That's why I'm letting you know now that, like, this is the warning. This is the, hey, keep it down. Keep it down. See, like, right now, you're screaming. This is the problem. Like, I'm telling you it's an issue. So, like, in the future, don't let it be an issue. Like, I'm not angry yet, but I'm gonna be angry if it continues to happen. It's got 3-inch thick alien steel walls. How do you even... Look, I don't know. So, in case you didn't know, to illustrate, The armory is here. I don't know where the fucking barracks is. I assume it's like down here somewhere. The commander's quarters is all the way up here. I am not the one that is complaining about getting woke up by motherfuckers screaming in the holodeck. I am simply letting you know that the complaints have made it across my desk. That's it. I'm just, hey, by the way, this is a thing that's happening. Like, it doesn't bother me. Anyway. Let's get in here. Let's look at Typhoon first. Alright, chat, so here's what we got. Currently, Tribal Typhoon is speccing down the combat engineer tree. So they've got the adhesion grenade, they've got the kinetic plating. So again, mostly combat engineer at the moment. We could go... Oh my. Improvised frag grenade. Assemble a frag grenade from various objects found in the field. So apparently we can turn Tribal Typhoon into MacGyver, where he's just like, all I need is some gum, a paper clip, and a corkscrew, and then he just like, poof, hand grenade. I don't know how the fuck that works. Then we have the gunslinger tree. Once per turn on a pistol kill, fire your pistol at another random foe. Again, if we were speccing down the gunslinger tree, that could be fun, but we're not really doing that. And then we have suppressing fire. Fire standard shot. If the shot does not kill the target, it suppresses them instead. So chat, what are you thinking? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, literally MacGyver. Nah, I'm definitely, like, I think the improvised grenade is funny as hell. And it absolutely fits with the combat engineer. But as always, because Tribal Typhoon's not here, I leave it up to you, chat. What do you think? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, no contest. Everybody says 3. Agreed. Agreed. Absolutely no contest. Alright, and then we had one more promotion. Again, I don't think I saw no carrion. But here we are. Here we are with no carrion. Our flamethrower medic. So they've got all fired up, grants immunity to fire damage. All your attacks do +1 damage when actively standing in fire. What the fuck? So basically, it's if he's in fire, he does more damage. Also, he's immune to fire. I love that some people are saying 1 without even seeing any of the other abilities. It's like 1. We got Cauterize, again, the medic ability. Basically, this is gacha mechanics, but for healing. And then we have Hollow Mirage, again, Hollow Targeter, no one cares. So honestly, I would say it's probably down to 1 or 2. Now, to be fair to No Carrion, he has already been building down the combat medic tree. So he has kind of already been going with the combat medic. I am incentivized to continue that, but to be perfectly honest with you, because he has a flamethrower and he's setting fires all the time, immunity to fire is like, fuck the +1 damage. I don't even care about the +1 damage. Immunity to fire. Immunity to anything is good, in my opinion. Like immunity to poison, immunity to fire, immunity to mental states. Like any kind of immunity is always good. Yeah, there you go. Faith Yedic says, can't heal people stuck in fire if you're on fire. True fact. True fact. How badass medic is to walk through fire to rescue people. I agree. Like, he basically just be like, nah, fuck that. Fire, I don't give a shit. Alright, Chet has spoken. All fired up it is. All fired up it is. Alright, there we go. So that's all the promotions out of the way, I believe. And we are good to go. So, we now have 248 supplies, because remember, we picked up about 170 supplies from that mission. So we got a couple of options. There are some upgrades in the proving ground that we could work on. We could also potentially build another facility. Well, nothing that I actually want to build. We could instead upgrade the power relay. Give ourselves an additional 2 power for 80 supplies. We don't really need the power at the moment. Everybody says mech. Everybody wants mech. Gonna have a damn shadow duel. He's getting feisty on me. I mean, again, if it's during the daytime, you guys can, like, whatever you want to do. It's all good. It's all good. And then of course we could go down to engineering, spend some of this on potentially building items. Although I think we're doing okay in terms of items at the moment. I mean, we got the battle scanner, we've got flashbangs, we got some med kits, we've got enough weapons and armor to cover 1 full squad, which I think will be okay for the time being. I do kind of want to build some of the plated armor for our hero units. But at the same time, we're mostly using the hero units for covert actions, so it's of limited utility. We could build an advanced immolator. Get an advanced flamethrower for our flamethrower classes. Let me see, what else do we have? That's pretty much it at the moment. Erst wants to become a mech. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you become a mech. Nah, so, I mean, I don't know how they handle it in, I don't know how they handle it in the mod, but I prefer to imagine it like it was in Enemy Within, where, like, the mech is not... It's not like you're fucking welded into the armor suit and you can never leave. It's just, you know, again, you basically become a quadriplegic, a quad amputee, and they put augmented limbs on for, you know, just walking around the Avenger. I think we do 1 advanced immolator. Again, at least 1 advanced flamethrower I think is going to be an outstanding buy. We've already got the... We don't really need a sniper rifle because we don't actually have anybody who's sniping. And we don't really need any more armor yet, so I think we're good on that.
I've been digging through some of the old data files Central has been holding on to since before the war.
Here's what we'll do, chat.
In English and what looks like
here's what we'll do. We look at the barracks right now. We go via the soldiers. We have enough. I mean, you can see we got people with serious wounds. We have people on covert actions, people that are in training, people that are tired, right? But at any given moment, the way that things are going, we usually have 1 full squad and a couple of backups, right? Now, we could potentially turn one of our existing soldiers into a mech. However, we could also hire a rookie straight out the gate and turn them into a mech trooper. So that will give us an opportunity to bring in another person off the list, but it also means that that person becomes a mech. Or we could turn one of our existing people into a mech and then bring in a rookie to replace them on the lineup. It doesn't matter to me. So we're gonna bring in Serini. We're gonna bring in Serini as a basic rookie. And because Erst is apparently up in arms about becoming a mech trooper, we're gonna make him a mech trooper. So, Serini Hunt's in the game. Let me actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me mark him off the list. Let me mark him off the list so I don't accidentally put him in twice. Not that I expect to do that, but you know I am kind of stupid, so these things happen. Alright, there we go. And then... Let's make this happen. Where is he? There he is. Erst. Lieutenant Corporal John Doe can undergo specialized surgery to become a mech trooper, replacing their previous class at the cost of 70 supplies, 1 Illyrium core, and 40 crystallized meld. This process is irreversible once started. Do you wish to proceed? First, if you were ever gonna back out, and you better not, because you know I'm gonna give you fucking shit till the end of time. But if you were ever gonna back out, now is the time. Alright. Erst says iron within, iron without. Not exactly the phrase that I would go with, but let's do it. Alright, and we got a choice from 4 different classes. Alright, I don't exactly know how the classes work for the mechs, so let's see. We got Behemoth, Disruptor, War Machine. I mean, just having a tertiary class called War Machine, I'm kind of sold. Behemoth is a heavy support utilizing suppressive fire to control the battlefield. Or we have Juggernaut, which, I mean, they're kind of the same thing. I would assume Rainmaker has something to do with artillery. Disruptor's gonna be like status. Protector, I would imagine, probably has to do with like cover and things like this. Erst says 4. Final answer. Alright. Juggernaut, Protector, War Machine. That's a hell of a combination. Travis says, it is possible to do it without spinning. It just takes a while. I managed to do it by enjoying the tactical nonsense on offer. This is true. This is true. Chat, do you get channel points for watching VODs? Like, is that a way to cheese the system? Or do you have to be watching when I'm live? I don't actually know. Jesus, that's loud. Alright. I don't know how long that's gonna take. It didn't put a timer down here, so I have no idea. In the meantime, we're now down to 100 supplies, so we could theoretically, well, I was gonna say we could queue up some upgrades for the mechs, but we're already gonna spend 12 days working on stuff in the proving ground, so maybe we'll save that until we have a little more. Alright. There you go. And we're about to finish up the psychic stuff as well. So now that we've done all that, let's get back to the Geoscape. We've spent a whole lot of time in the Avenger. But let's head back to the Geoscape. And God bless America, I hit the wrong button. I meant to left click, I hit right click. And then I think we go for the intel, which is what we were working on before.
Avenger plotting new course.
I can now grudge harder than ever before. This is true. This is true. Literally and figuratively.
We had some wounded soldiers requiring treatment after that last covert action. With a few days rest, they'll be ready to get back into it.
Alright. 'Cause, 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 'c Chat, I literally had never been on a mission before and got injured on a covert operation. I tell you what, because I was there to negate soldier capture, I'm gonna spin this as I got injured preventing one of our people from getting captured. That's what I'm gonna call it. Reveal the Chez's stronghold mission on the Geoscape and increase faction influence. At least no one got captured. Yeah, exactly.
Soon enough, the Chosen will be trying to hide from us.
Listen, Commander, and we might just make you an honorary Reaper.
And we've also increased our reputation with the Reapers. Additional covert actions now available in the ring. And it sounds like they give us another order.
We got something new for us, Commander. My Reapers are up for taking on some additional orders.
Oh, shit. Chat. Look at this order. Contact with new regions is made instantly. No fucking sitting on our thumbs spinning for a week. Now all we gotta do is, as long as we have this order active, we just gotta make sure that we have the intel and we can make contact automatically. So the intel that we're currently trying to get our hands on is gonna be that much more important.
Our influence with the resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information.
All right,
on the Chosen.
so we could go for a research breakthrough. Send 2 soldiers and a scientist. So we got future combat, a breakthrough in our training methods. We'll reduce all guerrilla tactics school by 20%. That's actually really good. But it's a research that we'll have to do, I think. Maybe. See, I don't know if this means that we then have to do this research or if it automatically completes it. And of course, we could just start hunting the hunter. But I'm seeing more hunt in chat than discount, so I think we'll do that. Let's go ahead and we will slot in our soldiers. Let's send Outrider. We will send Mox. And just because we have a Templar now, I'll send a Templar. So we're sending all of our heroes. You know, the soldiers we don't really use. And we'll send them on this covert operation.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
All right. So we got some stuff coming up. We're about to unlock psionics, chat. We are about to unlock psionics in 3 hours.
We have made a number of new discoveries.
Assign new research. New facility available, experimental psi. So this we may want to actually read because this has to do with the way that psionics has been changed in this mod. So for those of you that don't know, we're using Psionics Ex Machina, which pretty much changes the entire way that psionics works in the game. And Ficosito says, anyway, going to sleep, have fun. Well, good to see you, Cetel. Glad that you could join us. Hopefully you had a good time on this Sunday in XCOM 2. And I hope that the rest of the weekend and or week treats you well. And hopefully we'll see you on the next stream. So let's see. I'll read this out to you. I want to make sure that we get to the top so that we can read the whole thing. So, let's see. By closely examining the aliens' own means of harnessing and wielding psionic energy, I believe the chances are good that we'll have more than enough viable candidates to serve as psi operatives. However, with the advanced psionic capabilities we've seen from various alien species in the field, it may not be enough. In preparation for the new class of soldiers, I've used the chip removed from the commander to study the technology needed to focus and divert psionic energy. Combined with the inspection of the Advent Psi Priest amps, I was able to reverse engineer schematics for XCOM. However, the Psi amp proved lacking even in the hands of strong candidates. Over time, Meld from the invasion has crystallized, and its power become inert. It can be found in its new form as what looks like gemstones. An old rusty facility had documents that we discovered and found it also fused to the bodies of long-term residents of lost areas and can be harvested from them. I've called this new form the gyrationally exoteric meld, or gem. It was a purely accidental discovery, but the substance seems to react strongly to our psi-amps, so this will be a new method of gaining psionic powers. Some of the gems can become highly unstable and require a further limiting framework. Thankfully, embedding the gem into a personal combat stim and inserting directly into the soldier's mind is a good way to stabilize these powerful passive psionic powers. Although the potential for negative side effects will be high, I foresee the possibility that our soldiers will be able to push their new powers beyond the limits of what we might consider safe. Using psionics is a mentally draining experience, but the Templars seem to use them with little effort. Field testing required. And Soul Slicer rolling into the chat on a Sunday says, "Hi everyone, good to see you, Soul Slicer. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And if not, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here." So yeah, we can build the experimental Psi Lab. This Psi Lab will allow you to create powerful psionic equipment. Our soldiers can supplement standard soldier training with an intense mental ordeal that will fine-tune their control psionics. And we got inspiration on the facility lead. Oh, look at that. Chat, look at that. 50 intel in one day. I don't even need to think twice about that one. We are immediately going to grab that. Because we need some more intel to make contact in Stria. And that ain't going to happen until we decode that facility lead.
I'm pleased with the research advances
So
we've
let me
made so
see.
far,
If we do
but there's
this,
still so much more to learn.
and I was gonna, well, I can't build it, but I can build a power relay. How much does the Psi Lab cost? Ooh, Jesus. 222 supplies, 11 Illyrium crystals, 22 crystallized meld. It's also gonna take 5 power, which we don't have. So, I think we need to build the next power relay. The only issue with that is that's gonna gobble up most of our supplies. And we're already kinda hemorrhaging supplies. So I'm tempted. Chat, what do you think about building a relay? I always hit the wrong button. But what do you think about building a relay? Because we can build the relay here in East Asia where we're already making 55. That's going to give us an additional income of 69. Nice. I would do it in the new Arctic, but the problem is we're only getting 36 now because of the Chosen, and if we upgrade it, we're only going to get 50 more. So, spending it in East Asia, I think, is the better use of the resources and time to build the relay and increase the income that we get. Oh, welcome back, Rex. Hopefully you had a good walk. Yeah. Hopefully the doggo enjoyed some time out in the big world. And Trivid resubscribing for a 5th month says, "I'm doing my part." I'm doing my part as well. I'm doing my part as well. And thank you for 5 months of continued support, Trivid. As always, we appreciate it. Thank you for spending 5 months here with the community. And let's do it, chat. Let's see. So it's gonna cost us 50 supplies, take 4 to 6 days to get done.
Setting course for Sector
Oh, we actually have to
14,
spend
East
time
Asia.
doing that. Well, shit. Alright. I didn't realize we were gonna have to be the ones to build the relay,
We
but
completed our
so be it.
research in remarkable time, Commander.
Alright, that's more intel, which is exactly what we needed. Let's see. So we got them lost. Oh, chat, look at that. So, they were talking about in the description that they found a way to extract the meld from the lost corpses. So I think this might give us the opportunity to get more meld from the lost corpses that we have, which we're gonna need for the psionics. And we do have the Purifier Autopsy as well that will give us a flame canister and an upgrade to the gauntlet. We got the Shield Bearer that gives us some experimental armors and Arc Blaster, but I don't really care about an Arc Blaster. And don't forget, we still have the Muton Autopsy. Again, I'd rather wait for these, but the Lost is only going to be 2 days. Whereas we got the Spectre, which 7 days. I kind of just want to wait for these to proc on their own. But the Lost, I think, is going to be really important. Yeah, exactly, Travis. I mean, I assume that's the reference. Whenever I hear somebody say, I'm doing my part, like, I always assume that's a Starship Troopers reference. Yeah, let's do it. Let's research the Lost.
Although similar in appearance to the psionic zombies we have encountered previously in our engagements with the aliens, all current indications are that these Lost are the product of something else entirely. Prolonged exposure to the chemical agents first released in the earliest stages of the invasion seem to have turned these once innocent civilians into yet another form of the undead.
Alright, chat. There we go. Back to the geoscape. Let's see if we can get this this relay built before something else goes wrong. My guess is no.
The 2 soldiers we sent to the training center have developed an even stronger bond. If we continue to send them out together in the field, their effectiveness will only grow. Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project.
Thanks,
If
Dad.
we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
So we know basically this is the Citadel for the Chosen Assassin. So we know where it is now. Stage 3 will be us figuring out how to get in there. Oh, okay, there we go. The Karuka Autogun. Designed by Karuka Firearms, the autogun is meant to be a backup weapon for our Spark units, though regular soldiers are capable of using them as well. 1 autogun has been added to inventory. Outstanding. I don't even know what to do with that. I assume it goes in the gauntlet, but good to know.
Our research was a success, Commander.
Alright, that's the Lost Autopsy out of the way. New research available in the psionics as well. Ultrasonic lure. Using what we learned of the Lost and their behaviors, the ultrasonic lure was designed to help control their movements. Deployed like a grenade, the lure will draw the Lost to wherever the device is thrown. Any Lost within sight of the target area will move to attack. Could be useful, but again, very situational. So pretty much we've got autopsies or we've got alien encryption. We could go for alien encryption. It's then just gonna ask us to go to Shadow Chamber. We're gonna have to do it at some point. But yeah, the rest of these are gonna be 5 or more days. I do, honestly, so here's the thing, chat. I still kind of want to do the Muton. And the reason that I want to do the Muton is because, as you can clearly see, the 2 big things that we're going to get from this are advanced grenade launchers and plasma grenades. Like, 6 days is a long time, but the research that we get, the stuff that we get from the research of the Muton is... Yeah, it also gives us partial research credit to power armor. The other one that we're going to need is Illyrium. We're going to have to do Illyrium as well to get the other half of power armor. So Muton and Illyrium will get us power armor eventually.
Central
So I'm gonna go with the
Bradford
Muton.
has personally substantiated claims that the massive frontline unit they call the Muton was actually at one time even larger than the specimen I have before me today. As it is, the creature is abnormally warm to the touch for a corpse, and I must say, it is quite disconcerting.
Alright. Back to the geoscape. We're down to 53 supplies. Chat. We're gonna be poor. We're running out of space shekels. Ah, well, there we go. Erst has now been completed. Stop it. And the facility. The infirmary is done. Finally.
Commander, the infirmary can be used to improve the recovery process of our wounded soldiers. And over time, they'll also recuperate from any negative conditions they've picked up in combat.
There we go. We'll put in
We can also
a
speed
scientist.
up the process through therapy.
And we'll also now unlock the ability to do genetic modifications as well. We gotta upgrade the facility first. What do we got? 80 supplies. 80 supplies and additional power. Remember how I said it was gonna be super important to get to the power coils at the very bottom of the ship? That's why. Because everything needs power. But there we go. We're actually able to start healing our people finally. So let's go have a look at Erst. And there you have it. There is Erst. In all his mechanical glory. Of course, this is the basic version. We don't have any of the upgraded equipment yet. So we're gonna have to re-promote you. You keep your rank, but we're gonna have to promote you again. So, you start out with collateral damage, which unleashes a volley of bullets at a target location, significantly damaging the environment, deals minor damage to any targets inside. So this is kind of like you know how we use grenades to destroy cover? It's that, but with a gun. Then we got protectors, send the bit, which is the giant robo-gremlin. Send the bit to a damaged robotic ally and heal it for 4 HP, neutralize acid, and repair all shredded armor. Can be good if you're running with a lot of machines. We got overdrive, take 3 actions this turn and no action is turn ending. An increased recoil penalty is incurred after each shot taken. So those are your default abilities that you get automatically. Then we have mechanical chassis. This unit is immune to fire and poison. That's just default for all mechs. Now, as for the abilities that you actually have access to, you have run and gun, which it's a cooldown with 4 turns. Basically, you can sprint and then shoot, which combined with overdrive gives you 2 potential turns that you could go ham. Then we got medical specialist, can equip a med kit or other healing item in the specialty slot, unlock specialty slot if not already available. And then of course, adaptive aim from War Machine. When overdrive is active, shots no longer incur recoil penalties. So your call, Erst. I assume it's gonna be down to adaptive aim or run and gun. But you make the call. So adaptive aim is just an upgrade to overdrive. Overdrive lets you take 3 actions and no action is turn ending. Adaptive aim lets you shoot all 3 of those turns with no recoil penalty. So like if we needed you to just lay down the fire, adaptive aim lets you do that. Overdrive does have a cooldown. I forget how many turns though. It doesn't say here, but it does indeed have a cooldown. I think it's 3 or 4 turns, something like that. Potentially yours. I don't think there's anything that stops you from doing that. The difference is, so overdrive, again, not only gives you 3 actions in a single turn, but none of those actions end your turn. So you could move 3 times, you could shoot 3 times, or any combination. Run and gun is just the basic infantry ability where you can then run your 2 action points and then fire at the end. So it's kind of the same thing, it's just run and gun is a little more limited. But yes, potentially you could overdrive and then the very next turn run and gun, if you wanted. You're thinking one, or you've decided one? So go one, and if you, I mean, you have 8 AP. I don't know how much it's going to cost to buy adaptive aim. So we'll go with run and gun. And I mean, we have some points in the pool, so we could, you have 8. We could take 2 points out of the universal pool and give you adaptive aim as well. Easy enough. And that'll help make up for the fact that I think you lost a rank, maybe? Maybe not. But hopefully having the extra ability will make up with that. Yeah, it's fine. The universal pool is there. Like, what I don't want to do is just go spending like crazy out of the universal pool. Like, I'm okay with using 2 or 3 points from the universal pool if somebody's already gotten most of the ability point already, but it does get more expensive. So like here it's like 10, and then it's 15, and so on. So like as you get deeper into the tree, the additional abilities become more expensive. Oh shit, I didn't realize you have more abilities down here. You have Arsenal, the bit can equip and fire heavy weapons, and then you have Hack, which is what the bit does anyway. But that's good. There we go. Let me have a look at the equipment. Can we actually... Oh my god. We can actually modify the cannons. Can we modify the bit? No. Spark armor. So, how much do we have in terms of supplies? We have 53 supplies.
What can I do for you, Commander?
If I wanted to build the reinforced frame, we need Advent Mech Rex. So that's gonna suck. Because we're gonna have to actually run into mechs in order to get the Rex, and then we're gonna have to kill them without blowing them up. So that's a double whammy. What mod is the classes coming from? I want to try and see what the other mech classes do. So it's a combination of things. I forget the name of the mech mod, but it's a combination of the mod that adds the mechs and then also the Amalgamation mod. Amalgamation is the one that gives us all of the, like, the 3 different types of classes at the same time. And there may be a compatibility patch that makes the 2 of them work together. I don't quite remember, if I'm being honest. We're not gonna be able to give you... We're not gonna be able to give you the armor, but... Ah, damn. We don't have enough for the upgraded gun either. Don't have enough supplies. Soon, Ernst. Soon.
We noticed early on that
the
Avenger
upgrade
has
is
a
done,
tendency
at
to
the very
dip
least.
Forward when the power core is under load without the engines engaged. At first, I thought maybe it was a stabilizer issue.
Alright, back to the geoscape. We got a supply drop in a day, which is good because we need the supplies desperately. And we're getting pretty close on battlefield medicine as well. God damn it. That's actually okay.
Commander, if we want to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project, we should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
Thanks, Dad. Working on it. Actually, hold up. Chat. I think we had a bug. So, we had intel, right? Look at how much intel we currently have. 6. We just decrypted a lead. And that lead was supposed to give us intel. So we had like 50-something intel. And we were supposed to get 50 more. So that should have put us at just over 100 intel. But now we have 6. And as far as I'm aware, it doesn't cost any intel to build the relay. It didn't say it cost any intel anyway. It only said it cost supplies. And the reason that matters is because I was gonna come down here and make contact with Australia because we need 90 intel. And that, like, the whole point of the facility lead was, hey, we have 50 intel, we're about to get 50 more, that'll put us at 100, that'll give us enough intel to make contact down here.
Commander, now that we've established contact with the local resistance,
Except
we've got the details we need to
now
move on the
suddenly we
alien
only have
facility.
6 intel.
This is our chance to set back their work on the Avatar project.
And I have no idea why, because as far as I'm aware, we didn't spend intel on anything. Hold on. Yeah, we didn't spend any intel on this. So it didn't go there. Chat, what the fuck happened to our intel? We didn't... You don't spend
We got the
intel to
schematics,
make a
and our
mech,
equipment
I
is
don't
ready to
think.
begin assembly, Commander. Just give the
Yeah,
word
you
and
just
we'll
need the
build
supplies
squad
and the
back.
meld. Chad, did we have a bug? Like, I know I don't always pay attention as much as I should. But I genuinely feel like our intel went away instead of, like, again, because we had the
research is
facility
progressing as
lead,
expected,
we
Commander.
researched the facility lead. Like, this is the facility lead that we did. Or not the facility lead, the intel thing. The data cat. So we researched this. Oh. I know what happened. I know what happened. Because I wasn't paying attention. We researched the facility lead. The facility lead costs intel to research. I thought it was gonna give us 50 intel. It was taking 50 intel from us in order to research the facility lead. When we researched the
Within tight
facility
constraints
lead,
of the Avenger, I've had a difficult
what it gave us was this. So instead of this being worth 1 pip on the Avatar project, it became worth 2. That's what happened. That was me not paying attention. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't really help the situation, because we still need intel in order to make contact in Straya, but... Whoops.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
You have made
What do you got,
considerable
Optimus Prime?
progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Thanks, Optimus.
I'm coming for you, Commander.
Alright, what bullshit are you gonna pull now?
Delay.
Attempt to sabotage the Avenger. That's not great. Brutal crackdown on the Resistance, permanently lowering income. I don't know why they favor this so much. And I don't have the intel to reveal this hidden event, so... whoopsie doodle. Okay. So we don't have enough influence for the Skirmishers or the Templars. This is just too good. Like, Resistance Network is just too fucking good. The ability to make contact instantly. Like, as long as we have the intel, we don't have to spend a week making contact. Like, that is just too good. These are good orders as well. We could, you know, throw in rapid collection over here. But, like, none of these other orders really outweigh the ability to make contact instantly. And we can change it next month. If we need something else, we can change it next month. It's not a big deal.
We'll do as we're told.
Okay, 148 supplies. So, I was hoping that we could make contact here before the end of the month, but it didn't work out that way. So, I think what we do is... Wait, where are my supplies? Oh, that's right! I forgot. We have the thing that collects the Resistance supply drops instantly. I was like, where's our supply drop?
For East Asia.
But we already have the supplies. It instantly deposited them. I forgot we had that.
We are victorious, and the cause is
All right.
advanced.
So we finished up our first hunt, the Chosen.
We just got some new intel on the Chosen.
And
Pretty
nobody
soon,
got
we'll
hurt,
be able
nobody
to
got
take
captured.
them down permanently.
We are bound by a common enemy, and together we grow strong. All
And let's see,
skirmishers,
impact
all
modeling.
those
The speed of
free
all
from
armor
the
research is
elders'
increased by
bond
15%. That's
are
pretty
eager
good.
to hear
That's
your
pretty good.
orders, Commander.
We're gonna have to spend a lot of time researching power armor, so when we get to that point, that could be very, very good.
Our influence with the Resistance factions has
Oh,
motivated
yes,
them to
Mama,
share
look
some
at
new
that.
information on the Chosen.
So we've actually got some good fucking options here, Chad. Look at this shit. So we can counter the Chosen activity. We could try to counter the Avenger sabotage. We've also got, you know, again, counter the crackdowns. We could then also just go straight for hunting the Chosen again. Or, with the Templars, we could reduce the Avatar project progress. Like, we got a lot of good stuff this time around. Damn good rolls. Just trying to decide. I mean, honestly, I know it seems a little strange, but the first thing I want to do is I want to counter this Chosen activity because he's going to crack down on our income. I don't want him to do that. Unfortunately, we don't have the intel to counter the risk of our people being captured. So that could potentially be bad. Basically, we got two options where it's moderate chance of wounds or capture, low chance of an ambush. Ambush is where we have to do the mission. Or we have low chance of wounded and captured, but a moderate chance of ambush. So it's basically pick your poison. Hate to say it, but need to head to work. Third shift start on Sunday night. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Well, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us, EW, as always. Sorry you gotta work third shift on a Sunday and all that, but hopefully you had a good time in these alien resistance operations, and I wish you luck. I hope that the work day goes by quickly and uneventfully for you, so you can get back home and get back to relaxing. But thanks for hanging out, EW, as always. Thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next stream. I mean, you're not wrong, Crappy. Like, he can't reduce income if he's dead. The only thing is, if we hunt the Chosen, we still have to do part 3. And I mean, we might be able to get to part 3 before the end of the month, but I doubt it. Let's see. Did anybody get a promotion off the back of that? I don't think they did. Yeah, none of our people got promotions. That's unfortunate. So... if we were gonna do this, I was gonna say, the only 2 people that fit the bill are gonna be Sierra, who's tired, and Crewcard, who hasn't even been on a mission today. Oh shit, you know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to put Sereni in the training center. Alright, Sereni I don't think is in the chat. So what do we need? What do we need? We got Gunner, Pioneer, and Rook. Rook, as we know, is basically a rifleman. I'm okay with the Gunner class as well. Pioneer, not so much. I mean, I might take them just because they got Grenadier as their secondary class, and more folks with grenade launchers could be good for us. But honestly, I'm kind of partial to the Rook class. They're pretty good. It's a tough decision. Chat, what do you think? 1, 2, or 3? What class are we gonna give to Sereni? Again, personally, I'm leaning towards 3, but tell me what you got. Having someone with a sword would be funny. I like that idea, Urs. The only problem is gunners, by default, usually have low mobility. And so, if I were to give the gunner the blade, they wouldn't be super useful with it because they wouldn't actually be able to get close enough to use it most of the time. And BLM says, must go, sleep time. Thank you for the stream. Well, thank you for being here, BLM. As always, thanks for joining us for the stream, and hopefully you enjoyed your time. And of course, have a good sleep, sweet dreams. And I hope that the week goes well for you. And U-turn as well, heading out. Oh man, everybody's leaving. Everybody's leaving. Well, thank you, U-turn, also, for hanging out with us. And spending some time here in the Avenger, fighting the alien menace with us. Yeah, it seems most folks are in favor of 3, so let's go with that. We'll go with Rook, Techspert, Heavy. And then see what abilities they get. And then let's go to the geoscape again. We're almost there. We're almost there. There we go. Building our relay. Could you look less like you're confused by the idea of a satellite dish?
Welcome to the fight.
Okay, new income, 68 supplies. So I thought that was supposed to increase it by 68, not increase it to 68. Good to know. So yeah, I think we head over here and continue on the intel.
Avenger.
Because we are in desperate need of intel. Desperate need. Oh, we also need to begin our resistance operation. I got sidetracked. Let's... See, I don't like this because we don't have the intel. Because we don't have the intel, we risk our people being captured. I don't want that to happen, because the hunter doesn't have a lot of intel on us, but at the same time, if we lose somebody, then we have to go save them, and I don't want to have to do that either. Because there's, like, it's not even guaranteed that we'll get the person back. It's like it's completely randomized whether or not we ever get the opportunity to rescue that soldier. Need intel for Avatar Project? Good question. No, we don't. That's not a bad choice. We can spend some supplies. We just picked up supplies in order to do this, so maybe that's the play. Yeah, let's do it. Let's reduce the Avatar Project. We can't focus all of our attention on the Chosen. We gotta do some other stuff too. So, things to do. We already sent Tribal and Yes now out on a mission, so I think we'll send him out on a covert op this time around. We'll send them together. We'll allocate the supplies. We do have a moderate ambush chance, but I think the two of them together will be good if we have to fight our way out. Hopefully we won't. But we'll go with it. Hopefully they don't get ambushed.
Understood, Commander.
Hopefully they don't get
My followers
ambushed.
will appreciate